Okay, y'all, so Stefon Diggs is in court today for his trial against his former chef, Mila Adams. So Stefon is being accused of putting his hands on his personal chef. Now, this woman was living in his house. We gonna get to that in a second, okay? So allegedly on December 2nd of last year, Stefon walked into her bedroom, slapped her, put her in a headlock where she could barely breathe, and threw her on the bed. And all of this is allegedly over a pay dispute. Now, she said he owed her money for work she had done already, but clearly that night she confronted him. He did not agree. Now, Stefon pleaded not guilty back in February, and his team is saying the whole thing never happened. They're saying nobody in that house saw anything, nobody heard anything, there's no photos, no medical records, no evidence. And on top of that, his lawyer brought up that before this even got to trial, her team tried to negotiate a financial settlement. So they're painting this like she's only coming after him for a check. Now, there was speculation going around that Mila and Stefon were having a sexual relationship, and part of that was because, number one, Mila is fine, okay? And number two, Mila was living in Stefon Diggs' house. And based on his history, there's no way he is gonna have this fine woman living in his house and he not gonna try to get any. And I think the nail in the coffin was a text message that Mila sent Stefon, where at the end of it, she said, "I am out of your life." And that doesn't give a working relationship. It gives more romantic, if you ask me. So fast forward to today, everyone's speculation was confirmed because she told the entire courtroom that she and Stefon Diggs did in fact have a sexual relationship, and their relationship was very complicated.
How would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
I would say it's complicated. It started out as friends. It started out as friends, became sexual, and we would meet up, hang out, and
now, this alleged sexual relationship started before she even became his chef. So she said that Stefon slid in her DMs back in December of 2022. He asked her to cook for him, and from there on, she said it got very complicated, that they were friends, but then it became sexual. And in February of 2025, he asked her to come work for him, so that meant moving in his house, cooking his meals, and she was getting about $2,000 a week. So this is where it gets messy. So on the day this whole incident went down, December 2nd, Mila testified that she was already upset because she found out she wasn't going to be able to go to Art Basel with Stefon Diggs and his team. Now peep this. She said she had been planning to coordinate matching outfits for that trip with Cardi B. Now mind you, Stefon Diggs and Cardi B were together at that time, so this woman is sleeping with Cardi B's man and smiling in Cardi B's face to the point she wanted to have matching outfits with Cardi during this trip, knowing that when she goes back home to that house, she was gonna be sleeping with that lady's man. And get this, Cardi and Mila were very close. They talked every single day, and Cardi had no idea about their sexual relationship or their history together. And when these allegations first came out back in December, Cardi did come out and defend Stefon hard, and Cardi stood behind her man, but the whole time both of them had been playing in her face. But again, this trial just started today, so it's no telling what else is gonna come out. I have a feeling it's a lot more tea that's getting ready to be spilled by Miss Mila Adams. But I want to know, what do you guys feel about this situation? Did you already know that Mila and Stefon were having a sexual relationship prior to her confessing it? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. That's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you later.
Stefon Diggs' trial against his chef Mila started today, and she just admitted that their relationship was more than just food. So if they, were in a sexual relationship, it seems as though they had the sexual relationship while he was dealing with Cardi. So, this man literally can't keep his pants zipped up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with more from this trial because, like I said, it just started. It just got underway, and I feel like it's gonna be mess. Cause she seems quiet, but she seems like she has some things to tell. She seems a little apprehensive to say it, but she's under oath, so she's still gonna say it. So we'll see.
I got real tea, and let's get into it. Stefon Diggs has officially arrived in court, and this is where everything shifts from headlines to evidence. Now, according to TMZ, his assault trial involving his former personal chef is now underway. Now, here's what matters. He's facing serious charges tied to an alleged incident during a dispute. While he's pled not guilty, this case has moved forward past accusations into the courtroom. And that changes everything. Because once a case reaches trial, evidence gets presented, witnesses can take the stand, and both sides have to prove what actually happened. Now, I'm going to say this carefully. I'm not here to pick sides, but what I will say, something about this situation doesn't fully add up to me. And before y'all start running to the comments, that doesn't mean I'm saying anyone's lying. It means I'm watching, because court is where stories get tested. And that's where timelines get challenged. That's where credibility gets exposed. And this is where parts of it hasn't yet done that. So while everyone's forming opinions already, I'm just waiting to see what actually comes out under oath. Because this doesn't just affect his case. This affects his career. He's a free agent. Teams are watching. The public is watching. And now the court is listening. So the real question is, what's going to hold up when the evidence hits the table? There's no controlling the narrative anymore.
The jury for the Stefon Diggs trial, the Patriots player, has been decided, but it looks a little different than if you followed, say, the Karen Reed trial. As of 11:30 a.m. on Monday, 7 jurors had been selected, and that's all they needed. And that's because in district court, there's only 6 jurors that are needed. Whereas in Superior Court, which is the court that the Karen Reed trial was in, you need 12 jurors to deliberate. And then you always need extra people just in case something happens. As of about 12:15 Monday afternoon, opening arguments were about to begin. Mass Live has a reporter in the courtroom covering this, so be sure to go to masslive.com to see the live coverage. And of course, be sure to follow and I will update you here.
Case is going to be really messy. Alright, so for anybody who doesn't know, Stefon Diggs is being accused by his former private chef Mila Adams. So she's alleging that Stefon Diggs attacked her last year in 2025, December 2nd. So reports were saying that they were having an argument over unpaid wages. The private chef claims that the NFL star Stefon Diggs smacked her and tried to choke her out, which is why Stefon Diggs is facing felony strangulation charges and a misdemeanor for assault and battery. Stefon Diggs is saying this is all cap, which is why he pleaded not guilty in February. One huge thing to note is that Mila Adams, the private chef accusing Stefon Diggs of this, stated that she's not looking for a financial settlement and she's not looking for publicity. She just wants people to know that she's a survivor of domestic violence. Or at least that's what she said in the past. Yeah, this case is going to be a wild one because so far from following this, I'm already seeing a pattern of having a sexual relationship with women that you hired. And it's multiple. It's not just Mila. She alleges that he hired somebody else to live with him who he's also having a sexual relationship with, and somehow her and this other woman got beat. Now, I'm going to keep following this. I'm probably going to put out another video later today. Anyways, how do you guys feel about this whole situation? Let me know in the comment section.